It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Oh, you got deep? Shoot.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Reed looking to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Reed. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Reed now, operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Out. 30 base.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Look at me. Door.
Hey, watch it.
Looking to throw. Hamilton. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reed. This is Gordon on the dump off. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Reed. Off play action. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check 2061. Matchbox. Shoot.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hamilton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
60 on. Rock it.
On the draw, this is Cohen. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Thielen with his 1st catch, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Hamilton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you've got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Come up the ball. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Hamilton going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Ready? 15.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Bang, 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 bang. Shoot.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Got it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Reed. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Five.
Reed operating from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Looking to throw. Reed. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hamilton. He finds his target, Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Look, squeeze. Now.
On 1st down, Hamilton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking to throw. Hamilton. That's complete to John Ross. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Kill.
Leo.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 90.
Hey, Sam on.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Go to 50, play.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
2 times. 3 out.
Second and 6. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Ready.
To throw on third down, Hamilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the screen.
Now Reed from the gun on third down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. With a quick slant. Good for 8 and a first. They'll run on first down. Barker. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Reed now to throw on second down. Trying to lay one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw again. Hamilton going deep downfield for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Off the toss, Cohen. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Trip. You got 3. 85 is coming. 85 is coming. Watch him. I got 1.
64, weak 5.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tariq Cohen as the first half is winding down. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, Cohen. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Let's get it.
On the set.
Rock 57. Hey, check. It's coming this way,
Hey, Haywood.
57 to Mike. 57.
Gone.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Let's go.
On third down, Hamilton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Go!
57's Mike. Mike 57.
I'm trying to collect. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Good.
Watch the
Off the play fake. Hamilton going deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Houston, and even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hamilton, and that is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Hamilton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the globe?
Now Carson fumbles the football and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. To throw is Reed. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Safety's creeping. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
To throw again. Hamilton going deep downfield for Ross. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. To throw on 3rd down, Hamilton. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Reed looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Reed throwing on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, box truck.
Now Reed to throw again. That's complete. It's Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down. Hamilton going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
50, play. 5. Go.
Mark 4. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Hey, Zoo. Say go.
Looking to throw. Reed. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Beckham the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Ready? 60 or.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Reed now to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
60 outlaw.
Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barker, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Reed. To throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on first down. Barker. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for our visitors, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.